This backpack, this is actually a really nice backpack. This is something that actually sits really well on the back. The only one negative that I am going to say about this bag before we jump into the rest of the review is that this bag is supposed to be 40 liters. Now, I'm going to be hard pressed to go ahead and say that this is 40 liters. I would say it's closer to 30, 35 liters. If you watch my review on the REI Ruck Pack 40 liters, there's actually a lot more room in that bag. Once I put kind of what I would typically put probably in this bag as well, which is not in it right now. There's actually a lot more room left over in that bag than there is in this bag, which is why I'm hard pressed that it's 40 liters. But also, this bag actually has a lot more pockets than that one. This is why it's probably a tactical EDC bag. It actually fits better on the bag. And the big difference between that one and this one is that's more of a hiking backpack than this one is. They both have waist straps, but these waist straps, I would say these are probably, you're not really going to want to use these all the time. I don't think that they're really made. As you can see, there's no padding on those waist straps, and they're also kind of in the way of the actual shoulder straps as well. As you can see that they're kind of overlapping each other, whereas like a better hiking bag wouldn't have that. So that's why this is an EDC bag, which stands for everyday carry. It's not necessarily something, the whole EDC movement, there's a whole lot of videos on YouTube. That's not necessarily something that I'm into. But right away, so this bag right on the back, we have the nice kind of molly webbing, so you can strap whatever you want in there. For me personally, I would probably strap some drones right on the outside. Don't have to have anything extra to be able to do that. You also have two side pockets, a front pocket, a top pocket, and then probably the really cool thing right here is you have this kind of like secret pocket that you could definitely probably put like your passport, your wallet, etc. Something that you kind of want to kind of keep hidden from people depending on where you're at. Where I live is not necessarily a big deal, but if you're kind of traveling through third world country, or you're traveling through Southeast Asia, Europe, etc., this is probably a pocket you're definitely going to want to take advantage of for like your passport or something like that. I have seen it happen. It did happen to one of my friends while we were backpacking through Europe. Their bag did actually get slashed straight open, and stuff was stolen out of it. And if they had a pocket like this, that definitely would have prevented that from happening. But so on this front packet, we have the molly webbing, and right here we have, it doesn't open up all the way, just kind of partial, and we have kind of like your pencils and stuff like that. So different pockets like that right there, and we have that pretty cool topo kind of print on the inside. On this side, we have a water bottle pocket, but I will say, you're going to have to get a pretty skinny water bottle in there. You're definitely not fitting your typical Nalgene bottle in there. That's for sure. One of those like metal aluminum bottles with like the top on top, you might be fitting one of those in there just fine. And there's no side pocket on this side, just that, but you do have these two kind of compression straps. So if you wanted to put like a monopod, a walking stick, etc., you could definitely put that on here. And then on this side, once again, you have your two compression straps, and then you have a pocket which does unzip all the way down to the bottom of this, but this compression strap is in the way. Don't really like that, but not a whole lot you can do. And then, on this side, we have a pocket right here, a mesh pocket right there, and then we have kind of some more things in there. Just kind of had a flashlight in there. Good thing I opened that. And then, some pockets, and it does run the whole length of the bag. But like I said, the compression strap's kind of in the way, or the compression strap's kind of in the way on this side. So when you're unzipping this, especially because this zipper is on the inside, you're not really going to be able to unzip it that easily, which is kind of annoying, which is why I wish these compression straps, yes, you can unhook it pretty easily, but I think a clip probably would have worked a lot better than just being able to just slip it in there, because that means it can come undone easier than if it was just a clip. Now, what really attracted me to this bag in the first place was the fact that it unzips all the way. This is not like the other clamshell bags that I've done reviews on. This bag actually really does unzip, like all the way. and it actually unzips flat. Whereas all the other bags, it didn't unzip completely flat. It unzipped to where like the front was maybe like that still and like that. This really does unzip completely flat. And then on the inside, you have no pockets here on the sides, but you do have a mesh pocket here. You have an open pocket right here, and then you have a laptop pocket right here. And honestly, just kind of looking at this, you can kind of see why it's not exactly 40 liters. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is probably closer to 35, 30. But the reason why they probably have 40 is because of all of the extra pockets. And then on the top right here, we have two mesh pockets, which are pretty nice. I like having pockets on the inside like this. The only thing I really wish more bags did this, especially the bigger bags, if it had kind of a pocket right here, just some elastic band with a pocket right there. I think that would have made the inside of this even more perfect, especially with these pockets on the outside. And the only other pocket that I forgot to cover is this pocket right here on the top. This is not very big. Maybe you kind of throw your sunglasses because it does have a much softer inside, as you can kind of see here. Maybe you can see that on the camera. But outside of that, this bag actually sits really well on the back. I definitely could see this being an everyday carry bag. It is called an EDC bag from the Redline edition. But the other thing that I don't necessarily like, some of you guys might like it, is how thick there's actually padding on every single part of this bag. There is padding. So I guess I saw another reviewer talk about how, if you're in an emergency type situation, you could actually make it to where the bag itself is what you sleep on, because then you have some insulation on the ground, because this is not just like the outside with something on it. There is actually insulation in every part of this bag. Some people might like that. I don't necessarily think that is something that's needed, especially on these outside pockets. I like it being on the back part, but I don't personally like that being on like everything else. It makes the bag heavier than what it needs to be, and it makes kind of everything a lot thicker than what they need to be as well. But as you can see, let's get this kind of zipped back up. These are not YKK zippers, I don't believe. It doesn't say YKK on anything, unless, correct me if I am wrong. Really quick things. It says each fits a 15-inch laptop. It says it's 40 liters. Like I said, I don't think it is. Water resistant and MOLLE compatible. These are nice zippers. I don't think that they're YKK, but, obviously I could be wrong. Nothing says YKK on them normally with YKK. Oh, yes, they are YKK zippers. Sorry. I corrected myself. They are YKK zippers. So that's nice. You have these nice compression straps on the outside, and they do come off easily. But like I said, I wish, when you have compression straps, I don't really like the kind of hook system. I like clips because I think that's more sturdy. Overall, this bag sits really well. It does have the waist straps, and it has a chest strap. For me, the chest strap sits a little bit low, but you can actually adjust both the top and the bottom of the shoulder straps, which is really good depending on your height. So there you guys go. That is the 3V Gear Redline Everyday Transit EDC Tactical Backpack.